Rivers run dry, dust spreads in the air. Two dark days, do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. Come on, start a riot.
Welcome to Blades in the Dark. Yay, everyone cheer.
Yay!
Louder.
Yay! Woo!
Whoa, too much. I'm Craig, the GM for this one. We've got Nick, who's playing Uncle Albert. Eve, who's playing Rodney, Trotter, and Steve, who's playing Delboy, Trotter, at the moment.
Kushti. What do you mean at the moment?
Well, it's Blades in the Dark. You can have many alternative characters. See, smooth segue there to teaching. So, at this point, the crew's giddy off their success from the Sad Ken redemption arc.
Yes. Okay.
I've updated the map by noting down the pubs and possibly where your hideout is, and also some new factions are interested in you.
Oh.
Ulf Ironborn is happy with you because you made him a lot of money at the races, and the Grey Cloaks, who run the bookies racket there, are not happy with you from causing chaos, and they quite frankly think Sad Ken's victory is sus. And they have plenty of reason to think that, really. Along with your takeover of the Sad Ken racing team, which is your new turf. But I think they believe it's not entirely above board. I know,
It is appalling that they should think that. Is there an ombudsman?
No.
Can I set up a clock where I have a long-term project of establishing a goat racing ombudsman facility so that we can have an independent refereeing body or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a long-term project to me.
Yeah.
Write that down. And then explain to me what an ombudsman is later. But yes, you can do that.
Hey.
It's like
Just
FIFA.
got some...
It's like FIFA, but for goat racing.
yeah. So you want to set up a racket? Yeah,
I
that
do.
sounds
I
criminal.
want a racket. Yeah, I'm going to go into the goat. I'm going to have the dream. This time, Rodders, Uncle Albert, next year we'll be millionaires because we will own the whole of the goat racing world. Will be ours, and we can retire.
Yeah. So when we start Downtime, remember that one for a project.
Right.
The only other notes I got is your cart has no wheels.
Oh.
That can be fixed in Downtime.
It's like
The Jaffa's turf has been scouted thanks to your diligent investigations, and you have a good word to put in with the Wraith's boss, who, as you know, are sitting on something big. And that's everything we know. So, what's first? First order of business is you've got an advancement to spend.
Excellent.
So, bring up the crew sheet. So with this advancement, you can get either one special ability from the table on the left. That can include ones from other crews. You can have 2 upgrades from like the middle column. Or you can spend your upgrade, you can spend your advancement on a cohort, which is just more staff. Which will be, it'll be like a couple of people while you're tier 0, but as soon as you get to tier 1, they'll multiply into like 6 people. And you can end up with multiple cohorts. I think you can also get experts, but not. That's a bit more meh. So any thoughts on that?
yeah, like the only thought I had was which other there was another this on the smuggler's special abilities. There's the one that upgrades our G.O.A.T card to be a cohort.
Yeah.
But that's like the only suggestion I have.
Yeah, so you can give it edges and flaws, and it becomes tier +1. So if you have to roll anything using your the quality of your car, it'll be like one better than your tier, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You want to soup up our goat car.
Craig, what happens if we... You see in the lair where we've already got one in carriage, could we...
Yeah.
What happens if we put the next block in as one of our... Because we can get 2 advancements, right? So we could put... If we picked out of that list.
A second upgrade improves the carriage with armor and larger, swifter goats. So it's
we could
basically...
buff it and then make it a cohort next time or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's true.
I think if it's... if making it a cohort makes it really distinctive, then it might be better if it was more armoured and had quicker goats, stronger goats.
That's fair.
So you're thinking if people are shooting at you, you want it armoured. Shooting at you because
Bulletproof
it's
goat
garish.
cart, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we would have one more point to spend though.
Yep.
In the middle. Does that include, Craig, the grey bit above that where it says crew upgrades?
It
One
does,
of
yeah.
those boxes. Alright.
The only difference
we
between the
have
ones
to-
in white and the ones in grey are the ones in grey are specific to hawkers.
Right, okay. But do we have to have something like rooks to get elite rooks? Is that like if we've got rooks, then we buff them
Yeah.
up to
I
the
think
better?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and don't sleep on cohorts, they are cool as well. But like I said,
Alright.
you leveled up after 2 scores, so your next one's probably coming soon.
Alright. What do the other things get? I mean, I know how much you love the training. You could just put a pip in one of those
Boo.
other trainings, and then we'd
Yeah.
get 2 pips if we trained in it.
It's true.
What about like the quality supplies? That doesn't change for how much we can sell our stuff, right? Like supplies isn't like that. But if I do the drop down menu, it also says quality for subterfuge supplies.
Makes them +1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that means you mean like what is it specifically?
Yeah.
It's a very, very good question.
+1
But
quality.
yeah,
I'd like to
it is
answer
quality,
that.
so everyone will be tier +1. I'm sure I've got the list somewhere. I've just got to find it.
I'd like to answer that by searching desperately through a rulebook.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
You're welcome.
And then
I like the idea of having
yeah.
one.
And then after you've given us the answer, we'll choose something else.
Yeah, probably.
I like the
can't
idea
find
of
it.
having
It could be anyone.
+1 quality and stuff that we use. Like you make like what bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
If you got
Yeah.
+1 quality in, what would that be in?
I don't know actually.
That's arcane implements. Whatever tools, demolition tools and tinkering tools.
Maybe, but I think those specifically also appear as an item on my sheet, so I don't think that applies to my chemicals, but just to my to those probably.
Or the weapons. I'd be more
Well, it
than happy
would.
to have
It would.
better
It
quality
totally
weapons.
apply to your stuff as well. It just means the
right.
tier would be 1 better. Instead of having tier 0 drugs or grenades, they'd be tier 1,
Okay.
sort of.
That's cool.
What does the tier change?
How good it is in an abstract sense. So, like, if
Okay.
you chucked
That's better
a
in
tier
fact.
0 grenade at a tier 2 armoured dude, then you'd have less effects than if your grenade
Yeah,
was a
fair
higher
enough.
tier than their armour, sort of thing.
Cool.
And it all scales with your crew tier. So, yeah, so under subterfuge supplies, it says covers demolition tools and tinkering tools. under supplies,
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
which is all stuff from your
But then-
sheets.
Okay, but then tools also. There's +1 quality for demolition tools and tinkering tools.
Yeah, that's
Oh
weird.
yeah, that is weird. So what have we got? Supplies and tools.
Supplies. Well, yes, it's subterfuge supplies. What does that mean?
Well, it's different from what it says in the book, so we'll just have to.
All right. Just pick one and then
You're
we'll
on
go.
your own there.
Okay.
Implements is anything arcane. Gear is
Okay.
burglary and climbing gear. Documents is documents.
Sure.
And weapons is
Weapons
weapons. And
is
tools and
weapons,
supplies, it all starts getting confusing. But
Okay. Okay. Okay.
have you got subterfuge supplies as a specific thing on a character sheet? Maybe. Yeah, it is separate.
Oh yeah, true, it is. You're right.
So that's stuff like theatrical makeup and blank documents and costume jewellery. A distinctive hat,
Nice.
a forged bag, things like that. So,
Oh yeah, I didn't even
Yep.
see I had that. Good to know.
yeah. So that's just for if you want the stuff that you can just pull out of nowhere to be like better. By default.
Unfortunately, I'm awful at lying, so. But still good.
Well, having heard all of the discussion and the different things that we could go for, I would like to vote for an upgrade to our wagon because it's got no wheels on it at the moment. So I think an upgrade would be awesome. And I'd like to argue for a few people knocking around the place that we can bully and ask to do things and fob off.
All right.
I
We
want
can't get both though.
Can't we?
Yeah, 'cause cohort
Yeah, we
takes
can.
the whole upgrade.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Bummer. Well,
I mean, I can probably fix up our car in the downtime.
The
It won't
car,
be better
yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
before. It will just
all
be
right.
usable again.
All right.
But I don't know. I like the thought of upgrading our car as well. But
I do. So then maybe we ought to take the upgrade and
Yep.
Training.
we could add a workshop, which would probably only benefit me. We could upgrade.
I don't know.
Could we make
Workshop
ourselves
looks quite cool.
Hidden is also, I know, advantageous because then we're less likely to have our, as I understand it, and
Yeah,
less likely to have our headquarters ransacked and
raided or whatever. Yeah.
True, and we are starting to attract quite some heat, so maybe that's actually a good idea. Because we're not exactly
Alright.
the subtle kind.
Yeah, fair. Let's do that. So we take carriage and we take hidden lair.
Yes.
Oh, you're taking hidden.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Which
Please,
makes me wonder, how have you hidden your high-rise flat hideout from view and made it secret?
We've painted like a landscape on the outside of Wile E. Coyote's tunnel, so people look and just don't see
Yeah.
it. The skyline.
And I think also we've put over, police tape, condemned
On our floor.
on our
Yeah.
floor on the lift,
Yeah.
and have spread rumours that the whole floor has been condemned, etc.,
Haunted and
etc.
shit, yeah.
So it's
Oh, man.
hidden in plain sight. It's still there, but and then we would have even have gone through the whole rigmarole of being seen to move out with our bags, looking
Yeah.
sad, and then snuck back in again.
Oh, wicked. No, that's totally great. Mr. Shikadance must be furious if he's got his buildings condemned.
We would have
Yeah.
used
More
our.
tempted to-
Could we use Roland Watt, the magistrate, to help us do that?
We get
Yeah.
the paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to give like consequences for picking an upgrade, but it seems a bit mean, so I won't. But just know that flavorly, your landlord is furious. Like, he managed to get at least part of the building condemned.
Yeah, because he's constantly
Maybe
getting
everyone.
notifications
Yeah.
from the council about how he has to do something about the
floor.
upkeep of the
Yeah.
13th floor.
Yeah. And now
Oh, the 13th
he can't
as well.
ask us for rent technically.
Oh,
because
he's
it's
still
condemned.
going to ask you for rent. He's like,
I think we need to get rid of the landlord.
We do.
that's definitely on the to-do list.
It is.
Ooh, do I smell a new project? Assassination.
Yes, I think so.
He does live at the top of a high-rise block of flats, so he could be
Well, accidents
defenestrated,
can
I guess.
happen, yeah. I was gonna say that.
All right, awesome. So yeah, you've got your entire. That's a good start to the session, getting an entire tower block condemned. So first thing I've got to do is roll an entanglement. So something bad's gonna happen. Let's see what it is.
If this adds
So
heat, we're super fucked.
If this is what? Sorry.
If this adds heat, we might be in dire straits.
Possibly. I mean,
Yeah,
you've not
or-
even got
or
a single
stress.
wanted level yet, so you're fine. Normally, well, like I said, with consequences, they can be like resolved the quick way or the plan C way. So we'll see how it goes. So I roll your wanted level, and then I choose the table that relates to your heat, which is the big one, the one with all the worst entanglements on it, because you've got 6 heat. So I need to roll 2d6 and take the lowest. Low is good, by the way.
Alright.
3, that's supposedly good. So I've got to pick one of these. That's a good one. That one would be really mean. I'll go for the slightly less mean one, I think. Oh, I could ask you, actually. What would you prefer between one of you getting interrogated or one of your contacts getting flipped?
Oh, didn't we just get bloody Rodney's girlfriend out of the?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was an NPC getting interrogated. This would be a player character getting interrogated, and that can result in heat and loss of coin.
And what's the alternative?
The alternative is one of your contacts, patrons or clients, changes allegiances
Oh,
because
we
they're
don't want
scared of
that,
the amount
though.
of heat you're getting. Well, you don't want either of them. That's why they're both bad.
Yeah, but like I feel like we really rely on. Yeah. Being
I don't know.
good
One
with
of my
people, knowing
contacts is
people.
Celine, who's already
Fair enough.
on a mission. You know, if she changes allegiances, she's going to be on our side.
Yeah, well, that's really in the spirit of it.
If one of us, if one
I
of
can
us,
flip a coin.
if one of us was going to be interrogated, who would it be? What would make the most sense?
I mean, either you because you can lie very well.
I guess the grey cloaks send someone, maybe.
Oh, this is the blue coats.
Oh, is it the
100%.
blue coats? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd get interrogated because I know the least about what's actually going on. I've just got some PTSD, and you know, I probably don't even know that we haven't really moved out. Just, like, take your bags out. Oh, we've moved out. Oh, it's condemned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, this one is quite rough though, so be prepared for that. So Uncle Albert gets arrested while he's moving out his stuff, I suppose. He's bundle you in the wagon while everyone else is looking the other way.
Yeah.
And whip you off to the station. And yeah, they got you in the room and they want to know exactly what's happened during the Sad Ken redemption. They want to know why there was 2 murders there, and why the team was flipped sides and all that sort of thing. I mean, why the Sad Ken team swapped management. Do you want to know the quick options for getting rid of this? Or do you want to... And then you can always do a plan C, but if you're not interested in playing it out, you can pay them off with 3 coin, because they're always open to bribes. Or the alternative is you get beaten up and take level 2 harm, and you tell them what they want to know for 3 heat, but you can resist both of those consequences separately.
Okay. Oh, and what was Plan C? We don't know.
That's whatever you come up with, I guess.
Okay, so what would you? Albert would just be like, oh, I don't know, I got arrested, so I didn't see really what was going on, and just you know, take the harm, and then what else? You take some.
Well, unless you resist it, you take heat for telling them what they want to know.
All right.
Those are the like quick options, but you can resist them both with a resistance roll, which is awkward at the moment because you're full of stress.
I am, but that's what I'm thinking. If I go over the edge, I might just turn like, you know, completely one of these traumas, and then be quite useless to them anyway.
Yeah, if you trauma out, you just be completely.
That's how you get out of it. You just suddenly start reliving the war.
The war, yeah. Let me tell you, during the war.
To Jerry's.
All right, so I do. What do? I do a resist roll.
Well, there's two consequences to resist, or you like.
All right.
But yeah, like you said, maybe if you trauma out, you're just no good to them, and they stop. Which one do you want to resist on the? Because there's a possibility you could resist both with like 6 rolls and not trauma out. You never know. So the two consequences are telling them what happened and gaining heat, and the other one is getting level 2 harm.
So I'll resist the first one first.
Okay.
To not tell them, because that kind of makes sense. If I'm like, I ain't telling you nothing. Nothing. So tell me how to roll resist again. What do I do? I roll the.
Yeah, that's on me. I've got to pick an attribute.
Right.
What would it be? I feel like it's resolve.
Yeah,
fair enough. All right. I just roll that. I don't get any bonus dice for anything, so I just roll it as it is. 4.
So you take 2 stress and trauma out.
I take 2 stress, I go back to 0, and then I get a trauma. Let me just remind myself what all the traumas are.
Yeah, like, what happened to the sad chem racing team? And just like...
yeah. I had a mate called Ken in the war.
Yeah.
There's a bloody...
Oh, I think he's having a seizure or something.
Yeah, let's panic and dump him out on the street.
Let's dump him out in the gutter. The supervisor comes back.
Yeah, where's he gone? Right, here we go.
So, next to your stress box is the list of possible traumas. And I do have more information on them. So,
it's alright, I'm just looking them up. It's got to be haunted, isn't it? Because that's kind of what is happening. What is happening.
Oh wow!
So
yeah,
haunted.
No, that's
because he's all reliving past. Yeah. He's just reliving past. Past horrors of all the things in the war. Freaking out.
Yeah, haunted. You're often lost in reverie, reliving past horrors and seeing things. Ooh, yes.
I'm not sure we're even going to notice when he does come back.
Maybe not. But now when he does it, he's going to get XP for it. So if it causes him a problem.
Awesome. The poor Uncle Albert gets dumped out the back of the police station, and so do we not take the heat still, or do we still take the heat from that?
I mean, it depends how mean I want to be. Oh no, you don't take the heat because you resisted that one. It depends if I want to give you level 2 harm because you didn't resist that, but I think I said I wouldn't. My internet connection's gone bad.
I mean, I could resist that as well. That's cool. I'm fine to resist stuff now.
Let's do hard mode.
Because I've got my stress back.
So that one would be a prowess resist.
There we go. So, alright, there we go. 4 again. So I take 2.
So yeah, 2 stress.
But take less harm. Is that right?
Yeah, normally it goes down 1. So.
Okay.
Yeah, take level 1 harm, something like mild bruising, or
battered by coppers.
Yeah. Copper bashing. Yeah.
Yeah. Bless him. Poor Uncle Albert.
Yeah, he's been through the ringer there.
But it was.
But now
Tell me
you're
about it.
free for downtime.
Hooray.
Uncle Albert does just stumble back home on his own after this, or does someone find him?
I think
I don't know.
we don't know. We're like, I don't know. He went somewhere.
Moving back in still.
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. I
I'm
don't know where
potentially
it goes
mad
since
that-
we've moved out of the flat. It goes down the what was that place? He used to always go down the sailors, like hostel down the end of the road or whatever. With his what's that backpack thing that he carries around like like a sack? You know what I mean? Some stuff in.
Yeah, I know. What you mean.
Oh, poor uncle.
And then he sees
Yeah.
you two over the road in the pub or something. Hang on a minute.
Well, we think you've just gone shopping for extra supplies, and we're waiting for you to
Yeah.
come back so we can have our tea. And then you don't
Yeah,
turn
we're a
up.
little mad that you
Oh.
didn't help us with moving back in.
Mm. We had to- Left his duffel bag here again.
Uncle, there you are. What?
Where have you been?
Oh, I've been down the Nick or whatever they call it in Dustbowl.
What have you been doing in... You can't buy eels at the Nick.
Yeah,
No, I got
told you.
whisked away by the coppers, didn't I?
Did you?
Oh,
Oh,
what?
Yeah, they wanted to know all about Ken's race, but luckily I forgot all about it.
Oh.
So I won't much help to him.
What do you mean you forgot all about it? It was cosmic. Why? Well,
I was in a traumatic situation, that's why. I couldn't recall the facts right easy, that's all.
oh. I can't believe you forgot about Ken.
Well, I had this friend, Ken, in the war. Let me tell you about him. I like to ramble on about Ken. He lost a finger. His trigger finger, so he got chucked out of the war. Wouldn't let him play anymore.
That's tragic, Uncle.
oh well, birth a la mode, as they say. Birth a la mode. Come on. Let's get you indoors.
Oh, have we got the flat back then? What was condemned?
I told
Oh,
you,
there's tape
Uncle,
everywhere.
100 times. This is just to put them off the scent.
No.
We got.
It's just a
Don't be
bit.
so cheeky, son. Right, come on then. Anyway, I got some eels for dinner. Some eel and chips.
Oh, great. That's lovely, isn't it?
Sounds cosmic. Yeah.
What is with you and cosmic? It's a cartoon, isn't it?
No, it's when something's like really great.
I don't understand you young people.
Well,
Now what?
All right, well.
Can't
you can
play any more of that
cut away
scene.
from that. I kept coming in to interrupt, they kept starting up again.
And then when we finally finished,
Yeah, downtime.
Yay!
Yay! Everyone gets 2 activities from the downtime list.
training for everybody! Yay!
Hey!
Boo! Scoundrels.
No, I'm setting up my empire.
ooh.
All right.
If that has anything to do with investigation and stuff, I can chip in. Because
Possibly.
All right. Who knows what they want? 100%.
I mean, I know what I want to do with my first one, and it's de-stressing.
Right. Let's de-stress. How does Wadney de-stress?
I do seek some pleasure or like company, I guess. Doesn't even have to be sexual. I made it weird. In the Vale Social Club, run by Roland Bolaris, apparently.
Ooh. I believe that place is very fancy.
Oh,
Isn't it?
the only other options were very obviously brothels, so I didn't take those.
No,
But-
Vale is a great option, but it's in the night market somewhere. And it's a luxurious social club known for confidentiality and permissive policies regarding guests of arcane or unusual origins.
Mm-hmm.
I guess all sorts of spooky folk in there.
Okay, I usually go there and feel very out of place, but it still gives me something.
You can take some with you if you want an extra dice.
Yeah, like wait, double your vice isn't mine. I thought you. You know, I was gonna go out tonight. Really, like in a nice club. You wanna like you have to dress like you can't go like this, looking like this. You have to dress up. But like how's this? Anyone of you wanna come around? It's really good. Virgin said she'd meet me there, but I'm not sure. Like she doesn't always remember what day it is and stuff. But she might be there. And if she isn't, there might be some other people.
Well, I'll walk you there. Make sure you get there safe. I'll look after you when you're getting jumped on by anyone outside or anything.
I don't look that fancy, do I?
Well, you know, we're getting known. We don't want people after your pennies. Since we now own the racing team and all that, people might think we've got a few quid.
I had Ken Blazers.
Yeah.
There you go then. What does you go and enjoy yourself with your young people, doing your young people things? I'll stay at home and do the graft.
Alright. They look a bit sad, but yeah.
Aw.
And then
The
I
thing
go
is,
to
as
my
soon as you
friends.
leave, he probably nips down the pub anyway.
I'm straight off down the boozer as soon as I got a session.
I'm networking.
Alright, sound. So, yeah,
So-
night market's all full of like neon lights and stuff and very fancy. It's where you sold all your foot spads. It's like all
Oh,
weird
yeah.
shops and by the station. And the Vale's fancy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Albert limps along with you really slowly. He's gonna look after you, but he's bad.
What's a detail about the Vale that makes it seem strange or interesting in a strange way?
Like just about the club itself. Or
Yeah, anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, put you on the spot now.
Mhm.
You
Oh,
have to
wow.
wear a hat to be allowed in. It's not a Thai place. You have to wear a smart hat to go in.
That does sound like a good idea and like a place that Virgin would go to with her top hat. So yeah.
With a top hat, yeah.
Yeah.
You see me put on one of these very round hats.
Bowler hat.
Yeah.
Ah, wonderful.
Mhm.
Are you meeting Veldrin there?
I'm hoping to, but I think she didn't make it. Like I think she got. It's kind of you can decide whether she remembered what date it is and stuff.
Alright, let's do... What do you think the chance of her turning up are? Is it like 50-50 or is it like slightly more?
It's like it's lower than 50%, like 30, I think.
Alright,
Because even if she
I'll
remembers
roll
what
0
date it
dice.
is- Okay.
No, she's not there.
Wow. Aw.
She's talking to a goat somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
Big
There
hair.
are
Charlton.
important things to do, like talking to a goat. But I would spend the rest of the evening like looking and thinking she might still come. But well,
Yeah. Well, let's see if it's stress relieving, because there's plenty of other people there. So there is a Vice button somewhere. There it is, Indulge Vice. Between just under where your Vice Purveyor is written down. So if you click that, it'll roll your lowest attribute.
Do I get any bonus dice?
Yeah, I came with you to give you.
Yeah, Uncle Albert's got your back, so you can relax more.
That's so sweet. Okay. Well, that's a pretty bad result for 3 dice, but oh well.
Yes, so you can take away 3 stress for a start. You can use another downtime activity on it.
Yeah, I have 5 still, so yeah. There's a chance I'll overindulge, which I don't like, but 5 is too much too.
Yeah, you're right in the pain zone there.
Yeah. I'll do the same thing again. I'll just spend the whole night there.
Sure.
But wait, do I still get Uncle Albert on the second one, or does he go home at some point?
It probably doze off in the corner, waiting for a bit, and then
Alright.
wake up and make sure you're coming home, son. And you're like, no, I'm staying here.
Oh,
Then after that, he'll go home, but
okay.
he stayed with you for a chunk of it.
That's very sweet.
Oh,
These
yeah, you're
rolls.
having 'em.
You know, I got them out of my system though, so. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not the greatest night. You managed to have a few drinks and chat to some people.
Yeah.
Maybe there's someone interesting.
Maybe, but like, I'm still kind of hung up on Veldrin and that she didn't come over. So like, yeah. Well, this one is pretty though, and she looks very, very much like Veldrin, and
She's got a top hat and a monocle.
yeah, but she's wearing too many clothes, but close enough, and yeah. So I try to talk to that girl, but yeah, I'm here like pretty often. I have like a whole collection of hats at home. You know, my brother. You know, lately we have acquired goats. Yeah, like racing. We've gone into goat racing. I've made some purchases, and we're pretty sure we'll make it big, and I try to impress people with our latest, but like without giving too many details. I'm not gonna be like, haha, we betrayed, we manipulated that goat race. It's more of a, I'd be like, yeah, we invested in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally that's like an overindulgence that you brag about your exploits and get heat, but I think maybe the lady you're talking to just straight up thinks it's a line, you know.
Maybe.
And she's also Taikarosi and has, instead of hair, she's got like feathers, like where she'd normally have hair, like long sort of iridescent feathers, because she's Tichirosi and they've got like demon blood in them.
Okay, I'm
So
super
they always
into
have
that
a demonic.
apparently.
They have a demonic telltale.
Cool.
Yeah.
And she looks extremely bored with your goat talk. Oh, gosh. Wonderful.
Aw.
You know, it's early days.
I think she's having a great time.
But it's the stilted conversation that means you get a bad roll for that. Sure. But it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. That's my downtime done. If any one of you starts a long-term project, I might be able to put 2 dots into that for free, but apart from that, and I have money. I'm thinking about doing something else, but you go first.
Yeah. And you can always spend rep for downtime activities as well, so there's always that option. Anything else interesting there?
I think I'm going to stop by my doctor friend and see if he can help me sort out this dislocated jaw or whatever is going on.
Right, yeah.
I don't know how that works in downtime. Tell me, like, if you can. Is it a clock to get rid of, like, to do healing? Yeah,
It is, yeah. You've got a healing clock on your sheets, which is
Yeah.
full, and you need to fill it up to get rid of it.
Cool. Okay.
Which is, so it's normally 2 downtime activities for a harm, because you get 2 on average.
Alright.
But yeah, you go and see Melvin, is it? That's his name.
Melvin, yeah, the Physico on his eel boat. I only saw him like the other day for
Yeah.
when Dal burnt his hand.
Are you taking anyone with you?
I don't think so. Rodney's like busy with his lady friend,
Chatting up
and
the
I
boat
think
lady.
Del's still at home, is he? Maybe I pop by home and see if he's like how he's doing. What you doing, Del?
I at this point would be putting on one of my cleaner outfits and getting myself ready to head off down to the Nag's Head. Uncle Albert, where have you been?
It's been with Rodney down his club where he hangs out, looking for his lady friend. But he ain't found her. But he's found a really similar looking lady friend. I gather he's very happy. She got feathers though.
He
He's very happy.
He gives me heartburn, that boy. Right in the wallet.
Well, well, funny you should say that. I'm just going to see the doctor. Do you want to come with me? Get him to check that hand and make sure it's all right.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. It looks a bit ropey. That.
What do you mean? It's
Always
perfectly
that colour.
healed. It's perfectly healed. That's the colour my hand normally is.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Dal.
I'll come with you if it will put your mind at ease.
It will, son. Come on then.
But then you have to come with me to the Nag's Head and relax for a minute. Have a jar. Deal?
Well, I'll see if I can fit that in. Sounds like it might be a bit of hard work, but sure.
You'd be doing the family a favour.
Well, all right then. That's what I like. Come on then. Stomp off down the docks, is it, to the eel boat?
Oh God! Right.
Oh,
We
it's
still
lovely
have.
down here, isn't it?
We still have to walk.
Smell that sea air.
Yeah.
It's like the old days.
We still have to walk, don't we? Because our van's knackered.
Yeah, Rodney's busy. He'll fix the cart over the next couple of days. Just got to take the wheels back off of the other cart and put them back on ours.
He told me it was going to be his #1 priority, and what do I hear he's been up to? Chasing tail.
Well, yeah, but it's night
Isn't
time,
it?
Joe. You can't work on the cart in the dark, can you? You do that in the daytime. This is evening. This is like relaxing time, like you say. It'll be his #1 priority. At the start of the working day tomorrow, I'm sure.
Well, never mind. Fromage frais. So, which way do we have to go? I get lost around here.
Yeah, I say follow the smell, but it all reeks, doesn't it? So I know my way to Melvin's boat. It's got a big like eel painted on the side, like those barges with the fancy painting.
Oh yeah, nice. You do still have access to taxis and gondolas and things if you don't want to walk everywhere.
No, we
I'm
walk.
fixing up the car soon, don't worry.
Pile on the guilt.
Yeah.
It's working.
All right, I could take a little gondola down. Nice to be on the canals.
No, we need the exercise. I say, looking at your waistline.
Well, all right. And he hobbles along like snail's pace.
We arrive at 2 in the morning.
It takes hours. Yeah. You up, Melvin?
Yeah, when you arrive, he's on the top of the barge on a deck chair, like with all his glasses on, just smoking a pipe.
Nice. Melvin.
Albert, do you know what time it is? I'm
Well,
sure.
I don't know. It's taken us ages to get here because they'll just refuse to get in a gondola. He don't like the canal. I don't know why. We've walked all
what's
this
wrong with
way,
him?
Melvin.
The canal's a
He's-
lovely
well-
place.
I know. Yeah, I know. He don't like it though. It's got land legs, hasn't you, Dale?
Landlubbers. I've got to be on the water, else my hands shake. What can I do for you?
Well, I had a run-in with the feds, so I want some of your magic some of that unguent or something.
Got roughed up by the popo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's terrible. Come on,
I
let's get
know.
you down to the clinic. And, like, flings open the doors to his barge. I can imagine all the smoke comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know what smoke it is, but there's smoke in there.
Ely
Eel
smoke.
smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, smoke
Yeah.
you can chew. And,
Ah,
all
lovely.
right, get on the rack, and I'll take a look at you. And
Yeah, up son.
what did I say his tier was last time? I got the feeling I said he rolled 2 dice.
You did, yeah.
Well, I can't be bothered to
Does
look
that-
for it, so let's go for that.
What does that mean? Does that mean he's tier 1 or tier 2? Because I'll write it on his thing on my character sheet.
That would mean he's a tier 2 healer.
Right,
Which
I'll write it on there. Because I'm
I
sure
feel
we'll
a
have to
little
visit him
generous.
again.
But
Well, you know,
fine. He's
he's one of the
competent.
few remaining guys from the war that's left. Those donkey's years old. He knows what he's doing.
Oh god, he's talking about the war again.
Yeah, yeah. Him and Albert just go into this like,
Mm.
you know, just nonsensical gibberish about the war and all that. Yeah, do you
Yeah.
remember?
Leave off
Remember
him,
that
Del. He's
time?
been through some things, your uncle. You
I
don't give him the
know.
appreciation he deserves.
I hear it all the time, the 1939 to 1945 conflict.
And you should hear about it some more. Do you realise that? And then he starts going on his own story about
Yeah,
blockading
yeah.
Scotland. Because
I'm just gonna get
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a couple of slices of cucumber and lay back on one of the beds and relax and trying to block it all out.
yeah,
I ain't cucumber, Del.
What?
Nothing. You carry on. Just cross section of eels.
I don't want. No.
Grey. It's grey.
well, it's dark in there. Who knows what it is?
Could be nothing.
So it's 2 dice, but you are getting somehow assisted by Del Boy being snarky. So I guess that's 3.
Oh, I was assisting, so I forgot I was meant to be doing that.
Oh yeah.
I will. What I will do to help is tolerate all, and even maybe encourage the war
stories.
talk. Tell me about that time, Uncle Albert, when it was bitterly cold. What happened?
Wow. See, one night it was so cold, flame on my lighter froze.
Yeah,
And
and
kids
Alright.
don't know you're born.
Right, so yeah, roll me 3 dice.
Oh, cool. Do you want me to roll them?
Yeah, there is a healing button, but you can just do 3d6s if you want.
Oh no, I'll roll it. Let's see. Number of dice 3. Wicked. Boop. Oh, yeah, I
5,
can't
so
see.
that
5.
is... You can fill up half the clock that's underneath healing,
Nice.
which means you're half better. He gets down one set of glasses and brings up the second one, and the third one in combination, so he can get a proper look at this bruising.
Yeah.
Then I think he just gets the
Yeah.
deck brush and just starts slavering you with unguent all over. 'Cause
Smells
strips
lovely,
you down
this.
to your boxers and scrubs it in
Yeah.
with the deck brush.
Big white old man pants. Got
Yeah,
long
yeah,
johns,
exactly.
probably. Long johns.
Ooh, yeah, you
Well,
might have to
white.
peel them down a little bit so you can get to
Yeah.
the skin. But yeah.
Yellow long johns.
So yeah, you're half healed then. You could go for another treatment if you want to try and wrap
Well,
it up.
I could do because I've got some money. I will do because then I'll spend some coin on some more things. I want to try and take down some heat, but I also want to
Don't
help
say it.
Dow with what he's doing and do a load
that's
of
fine.
training. No, I don't. have to train.
No, why?
Right, I'll roll the healing again. 3 dice. Here we go. 5 again. Nice.
Yeah, so that's healed it. So,
Mm.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be the same day. Maybe you drag Del Boy down
Yeah,
there later in
yeah.
the week for like a second go with the brush and the
Yeah,
unguent.
yeah.
I mean,
Need a follow-up
Anyways.
appointment later.
yeah, and Del Boy gets a second dose of war stories that
Oh
he has
my
to put up
God.
with.
Yeah, I'll do that. Come back a few days later.
I think.
What did you want
while
to do,
you're-
Del?
Actually,
Sorry, go on.
before you move on, I think while you're there, Melvin says, someone came down here looking for you recently, Albert. You know,
For me? Who's that?
sturdy lass. Very intense. Had some manacles on her.
Celine, yeah. Lovely, lovely girl.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
asking a lot of questions about you. I told you I'd never heard of you, and then I told her all about the blockade on Scotland Moors.
Scotland.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Scotland, you know.
Yeah,
I told her all
yeah,
about
yeah.
Scotland. She said she was there as
Yeah.
well, which was interesting.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's on a mission, is Celine. She wants to take me to that church. But from what I gather, it ain't as nice as it sounds.
Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Yeah, that wasn't what I thought it was going to be like. Sounded quite nice. But apparently it's not the sort of place I thought it was.
I made that mistake once. I thought I was going to go there for a nice massage or something, and it's just all religious stuff and things about reviling ghosts and... Oh, he gave me the
Yeah.
creeps, I tell you. You don't want to get mixed up with Al, but...
Yeah,
Just one
well,
glass
I'll stay out of her way. I appreciate you sending her elsewhere.
You know me, Albert. Never dobbing a fellow serviceman.
Good man.
And that's it for that. But now I can make that token appear. Celine hunts down Albert Cluck.
Ooh.
I've
Right, come on then,
changed.
Del. Oh, go on.
I've changed all these from 4s to 8s and they'll go up 2 instead of 1. So they're the same amount as they were before, but it's like doubled
Right.
because you can use downtime activities to tick them back down again if you really want.
Sure. All right.
So that goes a bit weird if I start making it nice, easy, going up and down
Yeah.
by ones.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so that's 4 downtime activities done already. Better go over to Del Boy.
Right, well, first thing, to calm myself down after all of the excitement of the last few days and having to hear about Rodney going on extended benders chasing after birds and having to listen to Uncle Albert go on endlessly about the war, I need to get down to the Nag's Head and have a drink, and Uncle Albert and Rodney will have to come with me to make up for putting me through everything for the last few days.
Yeah. All right. I'll come with you.
Don't worry, I'll fix up our goat.
Yes,
like-
yes, when you get to it, you get to it.
Yeah. I will.
Fine. I understand you've been busy, so...
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've actually been like having a really good time.
Mhm. Oh. Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, Monch too. I will head over to the Mike Fisher and request a series of exotic cocktails with increasingly unlikely names.
Yeah.
3 slippery nipples and a mud
Is
in
that
your
just
eye.
one drink?
Yeah.
The drink's called the 3 Slippery Nipples.
It
That's
is.
wonderful. It's got goat milk in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, Mike Fisher's happy to see you as usual.
Great. Excellent. Yeah. So he should be, hopefully. Indulge Vice then, I guess.
Yeah, that is the role we're after.
Okie dokie.
Extra dice from us being with you, right?
Because presumably you join in the festivities.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
activities.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
so you get an extra dice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Me a regular drink now. I don't want any of them nipples.
Yeah. No. Thanks.
I clear off 3. Oh, well, that'll have to do.
Got another drink?
I'm not going. No. Oh, I'm not.
Oh,
Gonna...
no, I'll buy the next round if you need another.
Are you gonna
Spend another evening there.
buy me more de-stressment? Because, oh, well, yeah,
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
I'll take
get rid
it.
of a coin.
I'll take it.
Ooh. See where you're at with stress. Oh yeah, you're also in the awkward zone.
I was one away from some trauma earlier, but I'm feeling a bit better now. Okay, so I'll have another crack. See if I can improve it any further. 2, not much further.
Same.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's better than a smack in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whilst we're at the pub, I'll lay out my grand scheme for establishing Duskfall's first goat racing ombudsman. This is my long-term project. The Goat Racing Ombudsman, or GOAT as it is known, which stands for Goat Ombudsman Arbitration Task Force.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I spent ages working on that. Will settle racing disputes, vet new teams to ensure that they are abiding to regulation practices. They will investigate potential misdemeanors and race fixing. They will ensure fair betting practices by basically taking subs off everybody. It's a money-making scheme. So that's kind of
Brilliant.
what I will lay out the plans, which I will
Lovely work, Dal.
have arduously written out and plotted out.
Very good. So I need to decide how many ticks that clock needs. Last time I made it far too small.
Now you're going to go the other way and make it far too long.
Yeah, I'm probably
Take it
going to
years.
overcompensate. Yeah.
Mm.
Thing is, Rodney's a downtime, long-term project machine, so gotta be careful.
I mean, I am only with projects that involve investigation or learning a new formula or a design plan. So this doesn't have anything to do with investigation, really, so I can't.
Go with. I might make it a 10.
Woo.
Unless you can think of a way of splitting it up into a couple of smaller projects. I think by when that one's done.
Mhm.
No, 10 seems as reasonable
Sounds
as any other number with 2 figures. in it.
Yeah. Well, they got to 12. So
Okay, well I'm grateful
it's not the worst one.
No.
Let's give that a name.
GOAT.
Yeah.
I worked hard on that
Sets up
acronym and I want it on.
Oh,
I want it recognised. Do you know how hard it is to make an acronym for a GOAT Ombudsman Arbitration Task Force and make it spell out GOAT?
Wait, that project's on the books now?
Hooray! Set up
And-
GOAT.
Oh, is it the GOAT? I should have put a "the" in it.
It is the GOAT. It's the greatest goat.
Ah,
It's got 3 goats in it if you think about it like that.
wow.
Uh,
Too much goats for one goat. Awesome. So do you want to work on that immediately?
might as well. How do I do that?
Alright.
I haven't done a long term.
You tell me, if you roll an action, essentially, so you tell me what you're doing to set up the goat. So this is like the very first step of the
Alright.
goat's master plan.
Okay, so first step of the master plan is to get is to sell goat racing teams the idea that they need a governmental body in the first place. So I will go round, in my Sad Ken racing jacket, official Sadked Memorial Racing Team Clobber, pay a visit to the other goat racing teams and try and sway them, frankly, of, aren't you sick of all this match fixing? Aren't you sick of how much money the bookies make out of you, and you never see a penny of that? That's not fair. I'll give them the hard sell basically on how what they need is GOAT, and I'll hand out leaflets. The GOAT Ombudsman Arbitration Task Force. You're feeling hard done by. You lost your race and you don't think it's fair. Come to someone independent, and we will sort it out for you.
Yeah, one of the team managers. Every time I look at you, I get the weird taste of creme de menthe at the back of my throat. It's weird. It's like a reflex. Have we met before?
Oh, yeah. No, not at all. Sign here.
Right, that's so yeah, roll me an action to see how well your proselytizing goes.
And
We still assist. I'll be hanging out with you to help you. I'll be carrying all the leaflets.
all right.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna
So with
roll
an action with a +1.
Oh, +1. Okay. And what would you like to set the position as?
I mean, it's a downtime roll, so
Doesn't really matter.
none of it will be taken into account really.
Okay.
I mean, the project as a whole is going to piss off the Grey Cloaks. There's
What's-
already some.
Well,
Already pissed off.
they already don't like us, and so
Exactly. Yeah.
I think
You can't
it's a sunk cost.
You can't so much as fart in Dustfall without one faction thinking it's great and one thinking it's terrible, so,
I got a 5.
5.
Nice.
So I can tick that twice, straight away. The
Nice.
guy's like, yeah, well, you know what? We could do with an organisation. I always felt like our team has been treated unfairly, and every time we try and move up the rankings, you know what they do? They come down here and threaten us to
Absolutely.
come
and
in 4th place or whatever.
we can't have that, and for a small fee, we can make all those problems go away.
Yeah, it doesn't hear the small fee, but yeah, that's what we need. Someone to keep the Grey Cloaks in check and
Absolutely.
work on all the
Just for
issues. We spent a whole day trying to catch our ghost after it floated off the other week.
what a pain.
It didn't come down. It didn't
just-
come down till it was over Crow's Foot, and that place is dangerous.
It is dangerous, and imagine that, just for a regular monthly fee, all that trouble could go away.
Well, I'll take more information, but I don't know. I'm not sure. You keep saying this word fee, and that worries me. So.
Well, you want quality, you want to be supported, you want better pay, you want better conditions, you want someone to go to who's independent. And independent is our middle name.
It is.
He looks at your blazer with Sad Ken Racing Team on it.
Yeah, with the also
Yeah.
with the tit logo on the other side.
Yeah.
Independent, yeah.
Middle name.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. He takes the flyer anyway.
Very good. And I
Similar results with the rest of the teams.
yeah. There you go. Marvelous.
Probably as the scene ends, the camera shows some grey cloak in the distance, with his arms followed. Yeah. But nothing happens yet.
Cool.
Nice one.
So, what are we up to with downtime activities? Eve's had 2. Nick's had 2.
I've done 2.
Steve's had 3 already.
Oh yeah.
But would anyone like some more?
Yes.
Does
I'm
Rodney
gonna
have
spend-
something to do?
To see.
Yeah, I need to fix the car.
True.
I
Finally.
need
Great.
it.
A week
My
later.
brother's going to get it.
I was hoping we'd get to session 6 and he'd still be on bricks at the go. But no, this
I
is
would never hear
good.
the end of it, so I can't.
Let's do a crafting roll. People never do them.
Ooh,
Wait, first I
crafty.
gotta spend 1 coin. Okay.
Yeah, or a rep. You have the option.
I'll just spend one of my personal coins, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
In a
I'd
way,
roll
that could be the money you spent spending like an exorbitant amount of time at a luxurious nightclub. Speaking
Yeah.
to Feathers
Yeah.
McGee or whatever she's called. I'll have to
Fair
get you to
enough.
send me a name later.
I can, but maybe she never told.
She's
like,
not
maybe-
called that. That's not
Feathers
canon. That's just
McGee.
me talking to
Feathers
myself.
Mickey!
That is her name.
No.
It is now, yeah.
What
We'll
have I
remember
done?
that. Won't remember another
I'll-
name.
I'm gonna have to write it down now.
Feathers
I
McGee.
just call her Feathers.
I also have to write that down.
Isn't that the baddie from The Wrong Trousers? So?
Yeah.
Feathers McGraw.
Feathers
With the rubber
McGraw.
Oh
glove.
my god. Oh, at least
It's
that's
you!
That's so stupid.
At least it's not identical.
Brilliant.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm not coming up with any other names on the fly anymore.
No.
Right, crafting.
Yeah, how does crafting work?
You roll Tinker, and then you get an item depending on the quality of your crew plus whatever your roll is. So if you roll badly, you get tier -1, which would be interesting since you're tier 0. But 4 to
does
5,
say-
it's equal to the tier. If it's 6, it's tier +1. If it's critical, it's tier +2. So you might get some really nice rims or something.
Okay. It
Spinners.
does say I get +1 quality per coin spent, but I don't assume that the coin I just spent would. Yeah, no, that
Well,
doesn't make sense.
what's supposed to happen? Like, say if you were going to make a grenade, I'd say to craft this, it's got to be tier 3, right? So you'd roll, and if you got like a 6, it'd be your crew tier +1. So then you'd be up to tier 1 because you're tier 0. And then you'd have to spend coins to get it up to 3 to get your grenades because
Yeah.
they need to be tier 3.
I'm so glad I can just take Bandoliers because, yeah. Okay.
I'll assist you as well. Albert's just assisting everyone because it's obligation to family thing. He doesn't let you
that's
do
nice.
anything without you hanging out with him. And we too old that, son.
Uncle, can you like lift this here and like I make
Yeah,
you-
I got it. Oh, still bad.
I'll be
Thank you.
walking past in my dressing gown with a pint of creme de menthe looking judgy.
But Del boy, you could like could you maybe like no?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not my
Come here,
job, is
son.
it?
Yeah.
Pass me that hammer. Oh, he's gone.
Uncle Albert's there to help
Lazy,
you.
that boy.
Well, we could use a third pair of hands, but I see you're busy.
Oh, he ain't listening, son. He's gone.
Yeah. Okay. So is my position risky, control, desperate, or anything?
It's nothing really, so pick your favourite.
Okay. The effect is standard, I assume. And
Yeah,
I
please
get
don't roll a
point.
1 to 3 because I don't want to make a judgment on what happens when your tier of your wheels is -1.
Hell yeah.
It did try really hard, but thanks to Uncle
It did.
Albert's help, it all turned out well.
Uncle Albert deadlifting the cart. So you
Yeah.
Yeah.
beast.
Just one
Yeah,
more
so-
second.
Now we have to go back to that slippery oil eel
Don't-
salesman to
don't
get
back
your
in.
back fixed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, you got tier +1 wheels on your wagon now.
Wow. I think
What
got,
make-
Nice.
got spinners on them and
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Is that what you
Neon.
want, Eve? What
I
makes
Put those little yogurt pot click things on so it sounds like a little bit, riding your bike when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever they say, I'm gonna make it exactly like they asked me to because I feel bad about disassembling our car. So
But they basically work like normal wheels. They just got an inordinate amount of swag on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Yes.
clickers
what
and
we're going
spinners and
ghost-powered underlighting.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it stretches the neons, but anyway, the entire
Oh.
car is a tier 0, but the wheels are plus a tier 1.
Nice.
Wicked.
They also roll a bit smoother
Brilliant.
than before.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nicer ride. You've done a really good job. We'll see if anyone
Brilliant.
on your crew notices.
Yeah.
Basically. But yeah.
So that's Pimp My Ride Does Peckham crossover, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Could have been. The +1 means you get a fourth wheel. No, that can't happen.
No.
You got a spare on the back.
Got a
Sure,
spare on the back.
maybe.
I suppose you've got
Right,
tier
I've got-
-1. It might have been, like in one of those Herbie films
Square
when they put a
wheels.
water wheel on one side and like a small wheel on the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyone else for a downtime activity?
Yeah, so I've got 1 coin left. I'm going to spend that on trying to reduce our hate a bit, because our hate's quite
That's true.
top. So, what do we do to reduce hate?
What are you going to do to reduce heat? It's an action
I
roll,
guess,
so you tell me what you're up to
right.
with this.
I guess what I would do is probably what I'll do is I'll go round to like all the mates and stuff that I know and the people in the pub and sort of tell them don't listen to them and don't tell them where we are and just tell people that the fuzz are always after us and send them astray if they come round after us. Tell them like put them off. Get all our contacts to like put them off if they're coming round, if that would work.
What action are you looking at for this?
I think command is the
Oh right, yeah, that works.
this one I've got.
So I kind of visualise it like Del Boy took the entire pit for a bender the night before. So
Yeah.
Maybe you're going around that pub, but because it's command, you're not doing this nicely. You're doing it in like
No, I'm
either
telling
an
them,
intimidating
yeah.
or threatening way, or
Yeah.
straight up commanding them.
I'm waving a
like,
gun around. I've got this manky little stray cat around that's like creeping everyone out as well. Stinkerville. Really,
that's
they
fine.
just want me to get out of the pub. And I'm haunted, so I keep drifting off into this like stories about all the horrible things that have happened and that I've seen.
During the
Brilliant.
war.
Started.
Let's see.
In the
Yeah, so you're
war.
basically intimidating people not to talk to the
Sure.
police, and that's perfect. So let's go
Right.
for.
Is anyone coming with me?
Hell,
Drag somebody
Yeah,
with
sure.
me. Come on.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm a bit worried
Yeah,
about you,
come
so
on.
yes, I'll go with you.
Yeah. Yeah. You put that gun away. All right. So I get
Every
a,
time someone assists Uncle Albert, it's just like they're going as their carer.
Basically, we
Parent
are. Yeah,
community.
it is.
Oh, okay.
Sewer. So what does that mean? I don't think it's like 4. I think it's 2. It goes, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check.
Reduce heat. 4 or 5 is 2. Yeah, clear 2 heat. That'll do.
It's
You
a
could also,
start.
I'd also spend 1 coin to reduce heat then.
Yeah, all right, wicked.
All
Well,
right,
you'll do it as well in the pub. It's the same pub, and I'm helping
can-
you.
Try, but the problem
So
is I'm much worse at commanding than you are.
You can do it a different
you could
way.
do something else though. Yeah, what are you really good at?
I'm really bad at all social things.
It doesn't have to be social though. Like last time, you
Yeah.
fixed up a load of stuff and.
Yeah, but
cheered
this is
some
going to be
people.
really hard this time. I can't fix up the
Well,
goats.
Well, what's your best skill? What's your best thing
Tinkering.
that you?
Tinker.
And second best is wreck. I mean,
Yeah, which probably won't help the.
Did you go round and like wreck
could
all
if
the
you say
wanted
it does.
posters that are up?
or
Oh yeah,
like-
I can wreck people who
Find-
talk shit about us.
You
Yeah.
could do that
Yeah.
as well. You can
Hell
find
yeah,
out
I'll
whoever's
go with you.
investigating you and just break a load of their
Break
shit
the legs,
and tell them
yeah.
not to look into the trotters anymore if you want
Yeah. Yeah.
You
hell
know
yeah.
what? Sure.
it. So you don't. It's up
That's
to you.
the way to reduce heat, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you
Brilliant.
think about it, you do put people off going to the police if you threaten to kneecap them if they do. So
True.
Yeah.
I bust your kneecaps.
What?
I'll wreck
to
your
him.
kneecaps.
Yeah.
Oof.
Slow you down a bit.
But like
Yeah.
heat it's like the police and the spirit wardens, but it's also how annoyed everyone else is with you. So if you terrorise some locals, that'd work as well. But it doesn't have to be them.
Okay.
Nice.
So does someone come with me when I go around wrecking
Yeah.
stuff? I
Totally
feel like
idea.
first you scream at people to leave us alone, and then we go around and wreck the ones
Take
who
their shit.
didn't listen to you.
Yeah.
And then I help
Yeah.
by dragging you away afterwards so that you don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Saying things like, I can't control him when he's like this. I can't control him when he's like this.
Wow, it's like a scene from The Godfather.
Oh,
Suddenly.
Yeah.
Monch
You ain't
2,
seen
Rodney!
nothing and
Monch
then
2!
smashes something.
Monch
behind the
2,
back.
Rodney!
Right.
okay.
So you get a +1 because you're being assisted? Question mark.
Yes, you're being assisted.
Hell yeah.
Well, 5.
I
So that's
know.
another 2 off the heat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lovely.
that's
Brilliant.
good.
Um,
Nice. We're down to 2 heat, that's fine. Ah, wait, and I
That
spent
is-
my coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So,
Hold on.
anyone wants another downtime activity?
No,
Don't think
I've
so.
run out of money, and I'm going to save. I don't think we should be spending all the rep because you said it's going to cost us a lot to eventually level up, and that.
Mm.
Plus, we
Right,
might need
yeah,
to spend it on
so-
something if we can't get out of something.
Chances are you could be prepared to go up a tier at the end of this upcoming score, in which case it'll
Right.
cost you like 8 coin altogether.
Oh,
Right.
But that,
And the
scores
rep.
might... Yeah, the rep will go back to 0.
mhm.
So you need to fill up the rep and then you go up a tier. Oh,
Yeah.
you got turf though, so you're even closer to leveling up.
Nice.
Turf is like permanent rep, so it kind of
Oh,
fills
nice,
in one
okay.
permanently.
Oh,
While you've got the turf.
that's what
Nice.
it says. Yeah, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Sad Ken's pulling his weight.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Why are we called the Sad Ken Memorial Racing Team? Memorial Goat
Because that's
Racing
what
I
Team.
don't know,
you wrote
Dale.
there,
You named it, Dale.
Steve.
But he's not dead.
Yeah.
You're the
No,
one
you
who wrote it.
Yeah, we didn't actually. We're not sure if he died. Like, yeah, we
No.
took him home and he's vibing with Grandpa.
He's
but
fine. He's all right. He hasn't moved for a couple of days, but I'm sure he's
Dead on the inside.
A lot of
yeah, I'm not
goats
sure. Like, I
did
might
die.
have given him too much spark. Like he's
No, he's just having a rest. That's all. We'll be fine.
From what I heard from the other racing teams, a lot of goats did die in order for Sad Ken to win. You know, floating off across Duskfold, never woke up
Landed
for
in
some
Grove
strange
Foot.
reason. Yeah,
Yeah. Whoops.
maybe that's why it's called the Memorial Racing Team.
The
team.
Sad
It's
Ken
the team
Tragedy
that's-
Memorial.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. I will amend the name. That's perfect. Thank you.
I think when I hear that, I start treating Sad Ken even better because now now I feel guilty for killing all those goats.
Poor Rodney.
No.
It's good for everybody.
Mm.
Your penance should be Sad Ken's now your main goats for the actual car. You had to get them.
Yeah, that's it. It's quick at walk.
I think Sad Ken's cool because he's obviously got an eye patch. So that means he's
Yeah.
generic. He's definitely cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're sort of done with downtime in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
case.
Splendid.
And no one's pointed out a score they're heading towards.
No.
Apart from the long-term project, but yeah. To think about a score. Just a quick tea break.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say,
have a
have a
tea
cup of
break.
tea
I mean-
and think about leaving the house. I mean, think about a score.
A
You're
score.
not going anywhere, sunshine. We've got crime to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, groovy.
Alright, wicked.
I'll see you in a hot second.
Rivers run dry, dust breaths in the air. to dark days. Do you have a tear to spare? Make a promise, the world awaits. It's heavy just breathing through this debate. Start a, come on, start a riot.